Hey guys, welcome to Bobini Creates. I'm Jeannie, and welcome to my August completed pages video. I was a little heavy on the mayo this month. Excuse the pun. I know, not that funny, but I did quite a few out of Lulu Mayo. So starting off with A Million Sloths, I completed this page here. Just some cute little sloths playing musical instruments and swinging on a house plant. So for this one was for Coloring Bumblebees Scavenger Hunt, Lulu Mayo Scavenger Hunt, August 24. And this was actually the only one I completed out of her prompts. She has 4 each month, but I was happy to get this one done, and I hope to do better next month. So, because I think that's a super fun challenge. I used Amazon pencils, Amazon basic pencils, and some water-based markers. Let me look at my notes here. And a stencil for the background. I just felt like there was too much background, and so I just sort of pretend like this was wallpaper, since it's sort of an indoorsy houseplant scene. So yeah, pretty fun. And I had fun putting together the fur on these little guys. I think they're so cute. And actually coloring the leaves too. That was a lot of fun for me as well. I think it came together pretty good. All right. And then next up we have A Million Owls. Gosh, I feel like I haven't looked at these in a while, and these are kind of a surprise to me as well, which is sort of funny. Okay, so, oh yeah. So this one, the little purple owl, these were the Arteza Twy markers. You've heard me talk about those before. I love them. So that's what these are. And just the tiniest little bit of pencil work. It was more like straight coloring, really, but yeah, that was it. And in the background, I started off with, oh, I know. I started off with a little bit of chalk pastel for the background and just sort of did some little clouds willy-nilly here and there, but it wasn't quite dark enough, so I touched it up with pencil. So that one. And these ones just are always a blast to color. Make me feel like a kid again. A Million Little Monsters, and this one, I call this one Story Time. And it's probably a little bit, on the reminiscent of some Halloween pages, but if you know me, you know that I can hardly wait to get started on the Halloween pages. So this one I did Neocolor on the background, and then let me see here, I'm looking. Inktense in the background. I used Super Tips, I used Jelly Roll, and I used pencil. So I brought in some of the neon Jelly Roll, and I feel like I could have done a better job with the little stars. I got like a little heavy-handed in some places and not so much in other places, but overall I'm digging it, I think. So and I'm ready for Halloween, so don't be surprised if September is a lot of more of the same, because I'm like beyond ready. All right, and then last Lulu Mayo page is in A Million Llamas, and this one, looking at my notes here, Super Tips, Jelly Roll, and just a little bit of pencil. I tried to kind of do my shading with the markers, so there was just a tiny little bit of pencil here and there, and I don't know if you can see, not even very much glitter, just sort of on some of the smaller bits. I'm not sure if the camera's picking that up or not. Probably not, but anyway, yeah, nice and bright, sunshiny. Even though it's in the dark, it's just excuse me, that came out weird. Even though it's on a black background, to me, it's very, like sunshiny colors, with the orange flowers and yellow bits. But yeah, super cute. All right, now we're getting into a couple of Teresa Goodridge books. You know what, let me adjust my camera a second so that I get a little bit wider, or excuse me, taller view. Okay, so this one is Home Sweet Home by Teresa Goodridge. And on this one, I did the title page, so Home Sweet Home. And on this one, I used my new Woomer pencils, and I used some Jelly Roll, a little bit of Jelly Roll, the glitter type and the metallic types on here, but not much. So just basically pencil, gel pen, and then a little bit of water-based marker on some of these smaller bits here. So just to kind of get me started, and then build on it from there. I like this one just because it was super simple, and sometimes those are just what you need in between some of the more difficult things you might be working on. So I always appreciate those. And then this one, Autumn Harvest, another easy one. This one, Pumpkin Spice. I used Super Tips, a little pencil, and a little bit of gel pen. I think maybe not even gel pen. Actually, I'm not even seeing gel pen. I don't see that. So I wrote it down, but I am not seeing it. Anyway, another one that's just pretty straightforward, and I was so ready to get started with fall. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to kind of dip my toes in and start a little bit early. You know, that's okay. I'm good with it. And there will be many more to come. Okay, so now let's look at Hannah Carlson. And this one was a buddy color with my friend Shelley Weaver. Over on Instagram, she's Weaver.Shelley. And on this one, I call this one Then and Now. In my mind, this looked like a present and a future version of the same person. That was just my take on it, you know, take it for what it's worth. That's what I saw. So, you know, I pretty much kept the skin coloring and hair coloring, you know, about the same. And let's see here. This one, I used metallic acrylic paint for the background. I used pencil, and I used gel pen, you know, like for the stars and, you know, the little line work here and the stripy bits on the bee, and a little bit on the jewelry. So I don't know, I like it. I like the colors, and it was a fun buddy color with Shelley. Shelley and I always have just a great time with our buddy colors, so this was no exception. It was just fun, and it was nice to do a page in this book. Let me go ahead and scooch over here, and we'll take a look at Shelley's page. And I thought she did an amazing job. She always does, though. And again, once again, way different than my page, which I always appreciate. So thank you so much, Shelley, for another wonderful buddy color with me. And another one from Hannah Carlson. I actually got 2 done in this book. Summer Nights, again, the book that I'm trying to work in order. So this one I used, okay, for this one I used oil pastel for the background, and I really enjoyed putting it together, just, you know, having it sort of graduate from dark to light as it moved towards the center of the page. And I'm getting to where I'm more comfortable with those. I'm enjoying them a bit more. So this one was a good way to get me started. I worked on that first, and it just sort of set the tone for the page, which I appreciated. I used some Tombows a little bit here and there, some Jelly Roll, and then pencil. So you've heard me say this before, but I get so tired of like the metal work and whatnot. So I did cheat a little bit, and then instead of using pencil to do, you know, like a whole headdress of, you know, like a gold, I don't even know, whatever piece of jewelry, I decided to sort of break it up, and I used the Tombow, you know, for the banding here, and then I used metallic gel pen for the metallic piece, because I just wasn't feeling the whole shade the metal bit. I just wanted to cheat and use something metallic, so that's what I did. And then on her tattoo, I never really know how to do those, so I just kept it really light because I figured, you know, a lot of tattoos, they're not super vibrant or anything, you know. Certainly there's exceptions to that, so I just kind of kept that part really simple. But yeah, I like it. I like it. I like it. I love working in this book, and it really makes me excited to see progress in it, you know. So I did this page as well. I had it covered up just so that we wouldn't get distracted with the one page. I did try to keep the colors, you know, somewhat similar here. So for the butterfly page, I used pencil, gel pen, and just the tiniest bit of water-based marker, like on some of these really fine liners, to get into some of these tiny little spots. But, you know, all the background is pencil, and I don't think, oh, I used, I don't know what kind of pencil I used. Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I used the Spear Farber pencils on this. So get a little closer look here. So you might be able to see a little bit of shimmer, but there's very little, but you'll probably see a little bit in the stamens and little bits on the stripy bits of the butterfly. But I was pleased with this sort of looking sort of cohesive, I think, with the color combination, which I try to do that when I can. I think it's just a more appealing look. So that one was a pleasure. Happy to have that one done. And then my last one is from Rooms of Wonder, and this is a project book with my friend Jana, and you can find her on YouTube, Jana, Color and Create with Jana, and also over on Instagram. So we did an easy page this year. We did the title page, which I was pleased. You know, some months, some months you just need some simple pages in there, and so, you know, this was that for me, and I was pleased to be able to accomplish this page out of our project book, as I always am every month. And for this one, I used Castle Art pencils and just a little bit of gel pen. And I didn't want to do a background, but you know, really all I did was sort of add a little bit of color to the stars there. So kind of might be able to see some of the metallic gel pen around some of the leaves, and the glitter gel pen, you know, for the stem bit there. Boy, that didn't come out very smoothly. Sorry about that. Let me go ahead and move this over and show you Jana's page. And actually, it's probably go like that over here. And I think hers turned out beautifully. She actually finished hers first, and I love the color choices instead of, you know, just going for like all green. And she had, because she completed it first, she had mentioned something about, you know, she started to look at coloring all the leaves green, and then she realized that she wanted to add a little bit more pizzazz to it than that. And so I kind of went the same route with mine and did kind of more the fall colors with a twist. But we both did, you know, both were not wanting just the straightforward green leaves, and I thank her for kind of steering me in that direction. But hers turned out beautifully, as hers always do, and she's always just such a support and such a friend, and it's been a pleasure to color in this book with her. So thank you so much, Jana. And guys, that is all I have for you this month. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll look forward to you on my next video. Thanks. Bye, everyone.